Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back after a very long hiatus, and today I have a challenge run, and that challenge is the All Shrines on Robusta Year 10. I'm actually really excited to show this off. This run was pretty tough to get. I mean, it was pretty lucky, but it was still fun to do. I was expecting to go in and hate the shrines because just the idea of them sounded whack to me, but I actually liked them more than I thought I would. And the strategy for day one, classic, just the 4 potatoes. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently here, but don't worry, it's not going to be too far from what it is normally. I didn't have a time capsule, so I'm going to leave and then just go back when I have 18 fertilizer, and then I'll take care of my potato then. I'm not going to go back at dusk or whatever, because I don't want monstropod or something to spawn and eat my thing. I can't do anything about it because a boss spawns every night. Should probably go over what all of the shrines do for anyone who doesn't know or doesn't have them. There are 5, one for each season, including Nuclear Winter. I don't know what each of them specifically do, but there's one that gets rid of iframes. So like that scorpion shot, for example, would instantly kill me if all those bullets connected. There's one that makes it so little hearts don't heal. So you have to use quad hearts, and there's one that makes it so there's more enemies. As you can see, there's scorpions and roaches out the ass. It's kind of annoying. It's pretty much that one's probably the most annoying one. There's one that gives enemies 50% more health. That one isn't that bad. You don't really notice it over the course of the run. And there's also the last one is one that spawns a boss every single night, which is also pretty annoying. And you see there's some like random biome enemies or whatever coming onto my farm at night. That's from the more enemies shrine. So that's also pretty annoying. Yeah, and here I'm just scrounging for some fertilizer. I want to get this potato done before night comes and a boss tries to get me. Yeah, get that potato, leave. That's all you need for the first day. That's my philosophy. I'll take some berries too, and if I'm doing really good, I'll take some I'll do a sunflower, but that's really ever it on the first day. A lot of people I know try and get a rose down on the first day, but roses just take too long to grow, and you're only missing out on potentially 1 item from a choice of 2, so it's not a big deal. And there's the shrines rearing its ugly head. I would take hot wire every single time normally, but I can't. Every freaking hit is just so brutal. They basically just removed 1/4 of healing. Kind of crazy. And here's the first elite. These are what replaced the big bad skulls. They're not that bad. They're not nearly as bad as skulls. They're just tougher enemies that have slightly different attack patterns, and they either shield other enemies or they make skulls come out. And that one made skulls come out. I don't know why I'm explaining this as if this update didn't come out 3.5 months ago, but... And then all of the shrines also like boost your stats a lot, and there's a new stat. I don't know why I'm explaining new stuff again, but there's a new stat called Homing Pigeon, and that gives you a chance for scrolls to come back. And that actually helped a ton. So actually, scrolls are super good in this challenge. Probably better than they ever have been before. And then between those 2 guns, I'm not taking a scroll gun on day 2. Especially not to the plains. The plains biome is probably the bane of my existence. I counted. It took me 30 attempts to beat this. This was my 30th attempt. And probably about half of those died in the plains to like bulls or something. I just can't do the plains. There's also like a chance for moist soil, like just to be, I don't know, tilled by your regular hoe, so that it made that bean grow instantly. Cool. And the pupa items are pretty much what determine whether or not you're gonna win a Robusta All Shrines Year 10 run. Quite the mouthful. And then we get Pumpkinhead. And you all know how I feel about Pumpkinhead. I absolutely adore it. So this run's looking good from the get-go. I mean, we can't really take advantage of it right now because we don't have any scarecrows, but Or we just started. That's a pretty good item to get first. And I actually took a turret there. I'm not big on turrets normally, but I think turrets are super helpful in this challenge. And even more so because any turret upgrade you get also goes towards your drone. And I never, like, this made me realize that Robusta's drone is like, I don't know, I think of it like family now. It carries so hard. That drone does more work than anyone ever realizes. That's awesome. And I'm just gonna do some farming to get some money. I'm not exploring as fast as I would have liked. I wasn't able to get into the plains just yet. So I'm hoping this rose grows so I can get out there and exploring soon. But in the meantime, I'm gonna plant some other stuff. I do have a quad pumpkin, but I have no fertilizer, so I'm not gonna plant it. I think I'm just gonna do some mini tasks around the farm, not plant anything else. But I don't want to sit and wait for it, and I don't have the fertilizer anyway. Wait for this rose to grow. These things take forever. Day 2 Spore. My favorite. I love Spore. He should spawn. I don't know why he can spawn in the spring. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. The bosses spawning every night, like a lot of them are fine, but some of them are weird. Like I don't know if it was this attempt. I don't think it was this attempt, but one of them, I was exploring out at night and old McDonald spawned at my farm and he insta-gipped me and I took 2 hearts of damage just out in the field where he shouldn't be. He hit me with like his wheel move or whatever. Anyway, I got my rose, I'm out. And here, this is the worst zone in the whole run. Second worst. You'll see the worst later. But I don't know. I swear more bulls spawn than any other enemy. Kind of crazy. Like it kind of seems like the extra enemies only applies to certain enemies in this zone the bull. And there I just took 2 hits, so I'm feeling pretty defeated right now. But I stick it out. I don't know. I feel like I was getting a little impatient with these runs, so maybe I would have quit out maybe. But nope, I kept with it. Thank God I did that. And the elite of the bats is just more bats, so that one's pretty exciting. Get our first pig. Looking for a hole. I always try and make a mad dash for a hole at the end of a day because it makes it easy to get right back out to where you were. I think if I could recommend something to newer players, it would be make good use of the holes. The holes are awesome. You know, the game's not like a strict, it's not set in discrete, like modes. You don't have to always be exploring and during the day or always be farming at night, stuff like that. You can always go back and forth, and I feel like there's a lot of optimization to be done there, and so I really like going back and forth. And then I picked the Cattling gun. This challenge made me realize how much I love the freaking Cattling gun. I think it might be the best for this challenge. This gun and any infinite ammo ones like the SMG and the Spud Rifle are like essential because you need to be able to deal with mobs of enemies. The shotgun's good too, but you need to get that Toxic Spores upgrade, which isn't, you know, always a thing. So I don't like to rely on it. I didn't like to rely on it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a, you know, certified expert on Robusta shrine runs, because I've only done like 30 of them or whatever. But I think from what I worked out, the best things you could do to do this is I don't think you're gonna win without a without a carrot tractor. That thing is just way too good. Even after it's nerfed, it's still too freaking good. And so like any way that you could get a lot of tractor charges and just like pretty much rely on them to explore, that's pretty much what you're gonna be your best bet for winning. They also give you a ton of like fertilizer and seeds too, so it's just good for that. Sitting at 1 heart here. I got a quad of hearts, but I don't want to waste any time. I want to explore as fast as possible, so I'm not gonna go do that just yet. And I got a carrot tractor, which is awesome. kind of made that fume additive a little useless. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to take that if I was planning on going for carrot tractor anyway, but I'm not picking up my pumpkin just yet because I want something. If I get Monstro Pod, I want there to be something for the slugs to eat that so they don't come and shoot me, which is really annoying. And there's the Cattling gun for you. Yeah, so I don't know, just a little bit of safety for my rows. Should go get it, because no other eating enemies will spawn the entire night. And I was a little scared there. It's kind of crazy, just at any given moment an owl can come on your farm, shoot like 3 bullets and just kill you. I don't know why I'm doing roses first when I'm about to die. You have a heart. Oh, I know why actually. I don't know exactly how much fertilizer it takes for a fully fertilized heartbeat, but right now I see that I have 3 sunflowers, so I'm desperately cutting weeds to try and get a 4th so I can get a big boost of money. That's, you know, playing a little risky, but that's more important to me than the health, is getting that huge boost of money. And I got it from a random weed. If this run seems like really lucky with the items, and well, with the items there's nothing I could do about it, it was just a lucky run, but with the like drops of fertilizer, seeds, and pickaxes, that's because a lot of these shrines give you a luck boost, which is super good. I was talking about this in the Discord, but like, one of my fears when the shrines were added to the game was that they're just gonna be like harder and in stupid ways. Like, I don't know, like I don't think, like as the game was in Doom and Bloom, just throwing no iframes in and like saying like that's a challenge, like that would make it fun at all. I would probably really hate that. But since the shrines give you some sort of boost and do your like random stats like jump start or homing pitch, and I think they're really fun and they make you play in different ways that you normally wouldn't, and it's pretty cool. Will I be playing normally with shrines on? No. Will I be doing high score runs with shrines? No. But they're really fun. And I enjoyed going for this a lot. There's some frustration with the no iframe shrine because, you know, just dying instantly is never fun. Well, some people find it fun in games like Dark Souls and Sekiro or whatever, but it's just not my cup of tea. I hate dying instantly in games after like 30 minutes of working my butt off. It just really isn't for me. But I didn't have, I was getting pretty angry during my attempts because, you know, just, I don't know, some stupid thing just clipping you. There's 2 hearts and getting your hearts back is so hard. Like, I feel like, I don't know, where I'm at now with health, I'm going to be at 2 hearts once I pick up that heartbeat. Like, this seems almost hopeless. It's going to take so much effort to get my my health back, but I kept with it. I'm not a fan of like restarting or whatever. When the going gets rough, I'll restart like my high score runs or whatever if I get bad items, because there's nothing I can do to remedy that. No amount of good playing will make up for that. And there I got my first scarecrow, which is awesome. I can't state enough how awesome Pumpkinhead is. You know, it's like, it's pretty much built in, it's defense in the best way, and it's money making in the best way. The Scarecrow's planting pumpkins, it's like unintended defense, because the stuff that eats crops will go and eat the pumpkins, and it's like, that's fine, go ahead and eat the pumpkins, they can just kind of be replanted in a second. And there I got my second carry item of the run, soil pH meter. Even post nerf, it's still pretty crazy. I'm not really a huge fan of how it was nerfed. For those who don't know, what it does is makes every weed that grows on your plot of land a flower, or it used to do that, but then it got nerfed in Feline Good to where it's only a 50% chance. But like that, I don't know. I feel like the math, if you like think about it, doesn't really add up to 100%. Like you're gonna come back to a field full of flowers either way, because like your chicken's gonna go and eat the weeds, and then the next thing that grows in that place will have a 50% chance of being a flower. So it's like, I don't know, it's a little muddled, and it's not really much of a hindrance at all. I think if it was gonna be nerfed, it could be nerfed to the pupa loop pool. I think it has a place there. It would even probably be one of the better items in the pupa loop pool. And here I'm fighting you with B. The boss shrine is actually, it can be pretty helpful because the bosses have less health than they normally would, and they can drop heartbeat and rose seeds. So killing them is never a bad idea. I'm trying to get money here. Oh, stands. I like using the carrot tractor on groups of enemies because you get a lot of stuff out of it. A lot of the time it's sunflowers too, so I'll just waste my charges on that. And then it recharges so fast that it's usually not a big deal. There I was scrambling to get my rose down, but I was trying to be a little careful as to not plant a rose in a plate in the wrong spot, and that caused me not to get it in time. Not that much money that day. Roach Killer goes from being like a C tier item to like S tier in the Shrines challenge. Roaches are also the bane of my existence. I have lots of banes of my existence. The world's just out to get me. And roaches are a big one. Roaches, bulls, owls, I don't like them. And the wasps are actually giving me a lot of trouble too. The ones that spawn on your farm. But yeah, now that I don't have to deal with roaches that are close to me, that's super helpful. In this update, roaches got their contact damage removed, and that was supposed to make it so they can't hit you when they're sitting behind like that tree right there or something. But like that doesn't address the problem. I mean, it kind of does address the problem, but not really, because they can still shoot at me while they're hiding behind something. That's pretty stupid and unfair. They should like get like some sort of, I don't know, they should be able to be seen from behind the tree in some way. I don't know. And I didn't mention this. I don't know what I was talking about when it came up, but in the beginning I think I had the option between Sling and Stat Up, and I took Sling, which might seem crazy to some people, but I knew from the beginning that I was gonna get a carrot tractor at some point because I think it's like the only tractor that you can really win with. And so yeah, I took Sling because Sling's really good with it and it'll help me explore. I'm really glad that the extra enemies shrine doesn't affect camps, because that would just be crazy. I think the elite cats are probably the worst of the bunch. They're pretty tough to dodge. They go so fast, even though it's like smaller. It's like if you're just moving in the wrong direction, you're just gonna get hit. It's kind of, I don't know, they're pretty crazy. And in my pupa I got Current, which I'm not super thrilled about. It's not my favorite, but I'll take it. I needed the defense. I need help killing the bosses. I usually like to save at least one of my tractor charges until the start of the first wave of every night, just in case I get a unfriendly worm. Then I can just pop it and get so much free fertilizer and seeds. It's really awesome, but I don't think that happened this run at all. It's so stupid when you get like the worm and it just like scrapes by you and it kills you instantly. It's so annoying. I don't know if the extra enemy shrine affects how many enemies spawn in waves at night. Kind of seems like it. And soil pH, yeah, soil pH meter is just a crazy item because you don't really have to farm a lot of the time. You can just walk around and flowers will grow and give you lots of money. And then I want to space my scarecrows out perfectly so they can form quads and they get all their pumpkins in the middle, like meetup or whatever. I'm already running out of things to say, and but thank God this run's not as long as the time ones. It's like an hour shorter. I don't really know how to judge whether or not I made good money on a given day, because like it's so hard to get money. I'm gonna assume, since my items are kind of broken, that it is pretty good money on every day. There's my first drone. 500. I won't be able to get as good of a gun, but that drone will more than make up for that. And I've been really loving the Sriracha Soaker for this challenge. I swear it gets better and better every single update. I don't know why. But yeah, just that infinite piercing on these groups of enemies. I wish I had gotten the range upgrade, but what are you gonna do? And yeah, things are looking pretty good right now. My health's looking good. It's not 1 or 2, so that's what looking good means to me. I usually take like 2 hits just on the first day because I'm impatient and going fast. We bounced back from that rough start. Yep, and there's one of the benefits of pumpkin is half-price pumpkin quads. And at the town yesterday, I bought another bridge piece because I noticed I didn't have any. I completely forgot that I already opened the bridge. There's a horrible situation, so get the hell out of there. Yeah, like, I don't know, I don't really have a lot of my actions are like erratic because like it's so hard to think while you're doing this because everything's so fast. And you can just die in an instant that I don't really think I'd be able to give proper reasoning for a lot of my actions. I got hit by a wolf, or not a wolf, an owl there. All things considered, it went better than it could have killed me. There's heartbeat monitors. I figured I'll be at low health for a good portion of the time. So I might as well benefit off of it. Look at these energized drones in Rue. They go ballistic. It's awesome. Energized drones go crazy. Energized spouses do too, but if I'm gonna have an energized spouse, I'd rather have it be a farming one because they go even crazier, and they get me money. I think a big problem for me was I've been waiting on this update for so long that I've been doing like high score runs and boom or whatever. I'm so hardwired to just going for high scoring strategies that it was hard for me to adjust to like struggling to win a run again. I don't know. Pretty weird problem. That was close. I hope I have some like cool crazy dodges. I really don't remember. Don't really have enough pigs right now to make good to benefit from my pumpkin head that much, which is a shame. I know that we have the counter now, but I'm so used to not looking at it and just having to remember what I have that I still don't look at it. This update did just come out yesterday, for those who don't know. So I went in and I was so excited I like put all the stuff I had to do aside and just grinded a good amount of runs of this. So like and then I have another. I did some more. No, I don't think I did any more runs with that. I noticed that they fixed the daily, so now the daily like works every day. And I decided to do it because it was year 9, and I actually beat my current highest score, or my previous highest score, I guess. My last video was my 4.7 million, and on that daily I actually ended up getting 5.4 million. But I wasn't recording because I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It was a crazy run. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. I'll be uploading another high scoring video when I get one. That'll probably be the next thing I go for, is doing attempts for that. But I'm not going to go as crazy for it as I did for this, because I just really wanted to do this. High scoring is pretty time consuming, and a lot of times it can be a little frustrating and boring, because you know, you're just relying on luck to get the items that you need or whatever. But yeah, and this was like a lot more engaging and fun. And there I got my second, or no, when did I get it? I missed getting my third drone. Oh my god, I just got 2 drones. Okay, so now I'm up to 5. Of course the Catalan gun was awesome. Then I was, yep, and then I was like, should I upgrade my gun again or buy the turret? And I didn't have enough money, so I bought the turret. I don't know if I said this already, but yeah, normally I don't go for turrets because I like to go for farm animals, because farm animals can directly make me money a lot of the time. But money is not as big of a deal as, you know, simply surviving is. So I was going hard on the turrets. And I was giving my pig a little help. I think I only have one at this point. And now since it's fall, the tier 2 versions of the wandering enemies are gonna spawn at the farm now, which sucks. And that was really stupid. I just wasted 2. No, I didn't. Yeah, I gotta get some money. Gotta spend some time farming with the high luck. Like, fertilizer is no issue. It's like really weird because in the normal one, fertilizer is probably the biggest like limiting factor for me, at least. I always have problems with the fertilizer, so it's like taking me out of my comfort zone a little. And you know I'm rocking that Retromations hoodie. Fun fact about the Retromations hoodie is when he did it the first time, and you know, then Danny added the achievement, but then he had to go and do it again because to unlock the hoodie, because the game didn't track before whether or not you've beaten Robusta Year 10, and he was like struggling a little bit with it, and I was like commenting like, oh, you should plant your trees on Winter 3 so they grow instantly at the end of the day and you can use them against Corpse, and he actually did it. I thought that was so cool. I was like so proud of myself. It's the little things. I don't know, I think interacting with like your audience is so fun, and it's like cool. I don't know, just to have a thing that people can see and be able to talk with you about or whatever. I love when people comment. I usually respond on most, if not all of them. So if you have any like questions about, you know, the game or anything else, just comment and I'll probably respond. And there I got Mysterious Flower, which gave me a lot of peace of mind with dying, because, you know, it's super good. And there I got really close to getting hit. I don't, like, the bosses are supposed to have lower health, but Old MacDonald he's so tanky. I don't know why. Like, I don't think my fighting stat's that low if we're actually doing this little damage. I don't know if he got buffed or something in this update, or he just like ignores the fact that he shouldn't have this much health, but he does. It's ridiculous. He almost got me again. This move's tough to dodge. If you're at home farming, if you're going for this challenge, you should kill the boss. I mean, that probably goes without saying, because he's gonna be up your ass trying to kill you either way. He or she, sorry. Yeah, so kill him and get that extra heartbeat. Gross. I missed the heart. No, please tell me I go get it. No, get it. Okay. Hearts are the real currency in this run. Money's nothing compared to, you know, being able to live. don't know why I was thinking so hard about that. I only had 2 roses. And I'm having a real think. Cattle and gun, that's it. Lately I've been like thinking less of cows. I don't know why. I just haven't been taking cows as much. I don't think they're nearly as good as any of the other farm animals. Maybe they're better than bees, but you know, once you get your first cow, I think they go down a lot in value. So yeah, I've been changing my mind about a lot of things. I think the meta for this update is like really different. Well, not really different, but it's like different enough for Doom and Bloom where I'm still like I'm figuring stuff out. Like one of the things on that daily run I was talking about earlier was I had on summer 3. I finished exploring on summer 3, which is like the earliest I've ever done on a high year, and I carried irrigating moles from summer 3 all the way to winter 3, where I got hit from the Undertaker, and that would not be possible in Doom and Bloom because the skulls just whoop your ass. So the skulls being gone makes like irrigating moles something usable now. And I also had Snot Nose, which is an unsung hero of an item with irrigating moles. I've never heard anyone talk about this combo, but Snot Nose makes it so when your pigs till soil, it becomes moist soil, and crops have like boosted growth rate as long as the soil stays moist, and it loses its moisture when your crop needs to be watered a couple times. But if you have irrigating moles with it, it never loses the moisture, so your crops keep the boosted growth rate the entire time. So it's basically like having a mini nitro, and it also works on trees. So it's like nitro that works on trees, where you don't have to worry about your stuff dying. I mean, obviously it's not as good as nitro, it doesn't grow as fast, but that was something I found the other day. It was awesome. And then this is the hardest zone of the run for me. I struggle so hard with this run, or with this zone. Note that it's fall 2 right now, and I think I barely finished exploring this one. And I'm getting a lot of scarecrows, which I love to see. My drones are really going crazy. I got hit there. I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet, but I'm so sorry for the quality of the video. I think the quality will be fine, but there's a ton of frame drops, and I was experiencing them too. They were causing me. There was one right there. They were causing me a ton of problems. It was really annoying to have to deal with. Like sometimes it would eat my inputs, and I don't know. They don't seem like they'd be that much of a hindrance, but they really mess with me. Things go so fast with these Robusta runs that I can barely find time to like talk about everything that's going on. And there, that guy comes flying out of nowhere. That stinks. That's just so stupid. Off-screen enemies. It's okay, if I get a heart from this guy, I'll be able to heal right away. I don't really have a good weed solution, so weed monsters are going to be a problem. But I got the heartbeat for him, we'll put that down. I guess I'm going to take my time. I really need these cornucopias. I don't have 5,000. From during my high score runs, I saved up like 10,000 cornucopias, and then I bought all the cats like right away. And I still had like 4,000 cornucopias left over. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Cause I think at the time of this run, I only had one plushie. But I don't know what plushie I'm going to invest in. I'm thinking, cause like I was really impressed with homing pigeon of all things. In this run and in the daily run I did. So I think I'm gonna go hard into that and try and boost that stat as much as possible. Because like Jumpstart would be good too, because tractors give a ton of, mileage, but tractors aren't a limited resource in the same way that scrolls are. tractors are limited by time and like how effectively you can use them. But I guess there is kind of like a hard limit to how many tractor charges you can use. But there are ways of like working around that. And there's no way of getting more. Once you've gone and used every scroll on the map, and then I guess you can also buy them, but not considering that. Like once you get every scroll camp and use them all on the map, there's really no way of getting more scrolls in a not super expensive way. So I think homing pigeon, and also it works on like the boss ones, which spawns a field of pumpkins, which is like really good. So I think I'm gonna go hard into homing pigeon. I decided to take the squirrel gun because I had a good amount of money, so I knew I'd be able to get some good upgrades on it, and because I wanted hard beats to drop. You know, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get a lot of exploring done with it, but that's okay. Surviving's the big thing. I think right now with my build, I would maybe be able to beat Forbes. Like, I don't think I would have a bad time. Or no, I don't think I would have necessarily a good time, but I think I'd still be able to like, squeeze something out in the end. Because I got pretty much unlimited seeds in Pumpkinhead and my 5 scarecrows. So I think I'd be able to kill him, chip away at him and kill him. And I didn't mention this because, you know, everything's going so fast and there's not that much time to talk about stuff, but I was going for, normally I go for a fighting stat on those statues, but I was deciding to go for farming stat because I have, you know, a huge surplus of fertilizer, and it would make my carry tractor charge faster, which is really important. And I don't want to take a hit because taking a hit is such a huge deal. We got open down. I want to try and hit. Like, yeah, his health still looks super high here. It might have been decreased when he was like a random night boss, but I don't know. Yeah, I usually don't have this much trouble with Old McDonald. I don't know what about this challenge made it be a problem. I'm still kind of glad I got him over Spore, you know, because Spore's, I don't think I need to say why I don't like Spore. I much prefer Old McDonald over him. And I pretty much was saving my tractor charges for that wheel move every time, because that one's easy to get hit by if you don't have enough movement speed or whatever. Oh, he almost got me there. You gotta be really careful where you walk with Old McDonald. He zooms around and shoots this cute little pollution balls, I guess. There's a ton of big seeds in the ground in this world. That might have something to do with luck. I don't know. It seems like it does. I'm getting a lot of rose seeds. Not a lot of heart seeds though. Which is a big deal. And I don't have to worry about my stuff getting eaten. Like I said earlier, it's not a big deal. I use this just while my drones will shoot them more, just to guarantee I kill them and get that heartbeat seed. That's vastly important. Yeah, but we're looking good right now. I think my health's looking good. My money, my way of getting money is looking good. I'm exploring at a decent rate, even though I've slowed down a lot, but things are looking up right now. Herbicidal soil is amazing. Actually, yeah, no, it is amazing because that just means that soil pH meter only does flowers now. Couldn't afford those boss scrolls. I would have loved those for the final boss. And here I figure I'll pay 3 for the heart instead of 4. This is the unluckiest roll of upgrades on the biodegrader. That is the saddest 4 upgrade biodegrader I've ever seen. No triple shot, no fire. Are you kidding me? That's like, I wonder what the odds on that are. That's pretty unlucky. And that kind of sucks because I'm exploring really slow. It's probably for the best though that I don't go into the tier 2 plains, because I know I would have died instantly. I have roses out the ass. It's like ridiculous. I haven't even been exploring. I just got so many roses. wish I had polygamy. Alright, look at that. All that money just from doing nothing. There's my bees doing work, getting rid of my weeds. Here's the third day of exploring this zone. I don't even know how many camps we cleared with this program, probably 2. This gun's not doing me any favors. I don't know if I'm too huge on the biodegrader just in general. Its reload speed is way too slow. And its single target damage is kind of cheap. Right now I'm kind of trying to stockpile at least a couple Atomicrops breezes for the final boss. And these scorpions are boxing me out. Yeah, this zone sucks in this challenge. The tier 2 zones in terms of health are such a step above the tier 1 zones. That's kind of crazy. There I use my thing just to get a bunch of shit from decent and speed the killing up of this guy. I'm really not having a good time. I don't know, get crampons? I'm okay with crampons, I do have a lot of weeds. Crampons is really good. I think it's a super solid item. It's one of my favorites for sure, even though how simple it is. I vastly prefer it to cleats. I don't know why. I just don't like cleats. What can I say? I don't know what was so dangerous about that camp that I needed to use it to charge. Or whatever. Love these bomb guys. Raining hell on the deserts. Fertilizer, mushrooms are awesome. Especially with sling, especially with how long they last from the shrine. One problem I have with sling though, it likes to wake up random camps and just get you in trouble. Pretty bad. It's like the homing spud in a lot of ways. Great money. Here we 2 more drones, so now I have 7 drones. I want to apologize for the unprofessionalism here, but I gotta take a screenshot of that. 7 drones. That's gotta be like the max you can have. And then turret growth aura, blah, yada yada yada. Good with pumpkinhead, whatever. I got 7 drones. Who cares about that? Buy another bridge piece that I'm totally gonna use. What day is it? Is it winter 2? Or is this the last day? Okay, winter 2, yeah. Let's go back and get that treasure chest. Here I thought it was a good idea to go around and get rid of all the weed monsters and try and prevent them from spawning a little bit, because they kind of do shoot a lot and they can kill you instantly if you just walk when you're trying to dodge something. So that didn't take any time at all. I got 3 banging items. Those were that was so lucky. I didn't even realize I got like all those things. It's like so crazy to like. While I'm doing this, I'm not paying attention to stuff like I am now. So like I'm noticing a lot of different things that I didn't even notice. Like I had no idea I got a laser tracker, which is awesome for my drones. I got a fertilizer field converter, and then I used my tractor twice, and it instantly got charged back up to full. I didn't even notice that at the time. I would have been spamming that way more. And then I finished clearing that zone, or at least I think I finished clearing it, and then I just leave. I'm not even gonna go start doing the other thing. Let's just get enough money for guns over the next 2 days. What do I really need out in the plains that I can't already do? My field's pretty huge. I have 18 pickaxes. I got a way of getting a ton of money. Things are good. Probably my biggest problem right now is watering, but that's okay. There are worse problems to have. And then I get a beautiful, tranquil night. And nothing more tranquil than fighting I think Old MacDonald I get. Yeah, this is like my 12th Old MacDonald when you start with the wheel attack. Look at that. That's a shallot gun. Why is it doing that little baby dance? Whoa. See, Old MacDonald I'm fine with when he shoots out all these like puffs of air or like, gas or whatever. I'm okay with this when there's like an absurd amount of them. I like being, I'm better at, I can't speak. I'm better at being able to dodge things that I know where they come from. Like Spore, for example, he just surrounds you, so you have no idea where he is. And same with roaches, they just like shoot pot shots from like the middle of nowhere, and you have no idea that they're even there. Like when that happens, I can't dodge stuff. But when I know everything that's around me, and I'm able to like, you know, think like, oh, this guy's gonna do this attack, so I should be ready for that. This guy's gonna do this attack, so I gotta figure out a way that I can dodge both of them, stuff like that. It's a lot easier for me. And it's so weird, this challenge, specifically the no iframe shrine, it like adds a new thought whenever you're in a combat situation. There's like different degrees of damage now. Before, like damage is damage, you take a hit, you use your iframes, you get out of there. But now there's like different levels of taking damage. Like, let's say I'm pinched between a roach and a scorpion, and it's either take the scorpion shot or take the roach's shot. I'm gonna take the roach's shot. But whereas if I'm doing a normal one, that wouldn't even be a thought. So stuff like that is what I found really fun about the shrines. That's also prevalent when you're fighting worm. It's like, do I get bodied by a worm or take a shot from a random bandit? Just extra stuff you gotta think about and pay attention to. Yeah, my health is looking fantastic right now. Let's keep that up. I'll definitely buy that because I just said I'm having watering trouble. I'm actually like kinda a little rich. It's kinda crazy. I just spent 9 bands in this challenge. I don't know why I spent so much. I don't even really need a gun for the corpse fight. I'm not even gonna bother leaving the farm today. Today's a money making day. So I can have that gun for the corpse fight. I'll just select it. Just being careful not to take any hits. Yeah, things are looking really good right now. We got 5 health. And if that doesn't work out, I have my mysterious plant or flower. So things are looking really up. My pupil luck was great. Not getting a scroll was just unheard of, and it happened to me. I bet if I had gone and got the other 3 pupils, they all would have been scrolls. My pigs are being slow. I got like 12 of them. It's so weird, like, thinking about this game in different like stages. I'm like so reliant on my pigs and the scarecrows to do work for me, but like in updates like time flies or something, this is just unheard of. You have to do like pretty much everything by hand. That's why trees were so good, because they were like the things that you didn't have to do by hand. So it's just like so weird how much this game has changed. But it's definitely, I would say, more fun now than it was back then. So I'm happy with everything that's changed. I was really expecting to not like this update, just because I didn't like the ideas of the shrines, but here we are. And here we get a boss. I'm a little worried because I have this short range gun, so I'm hoping for Undertaker, and I get Undertaker. I don't think Undertaker has contact damage either, so Shotgun's real good for things with no contact damage. You can just get right inside of them and shoot. I didn't test it out though. With the no iframe shrine, if you sit inside an enemy with that does contact damage, you don't continually take damage. You just take damage once, and you'll only take damage again once you leave a hurt box and go back in. Yeah, once this guy's done, things get a lot easier. I was expecting this one to be way more of a challenge and like a really big hurdle to run. Probably the last big hurdle to run besides Corpse, obviously. But it didn't end up being that way. Now let's just make some money. And I figure I'm not going to get any more roasted, so plant those so we can buy anything. There. You're going to have to slow the tape and get an action replay of that. I got sniped by a lizard. It was ridiculous. He shot me and then I walked out of the way. And then I walked like back into it further down the line. It was crazy. I had to go back and watch that myself. I was so flabbergasted. I was like scared. I was like, what's going on? I'm like shaking right here. I got so many pumpkin seeds. Where did I get this many pumpkin seeds? Probably not a life. I don't think I ever noticed this. Do only enemies that eat crops show up on the last night? I know for summer and spring, none of them show up at all. But I guess I never paid attention to winter. But yeah, now all that's left is Corpse. Try and get my soil ready for him. Not that my pigs are helping. That's enough for a gun. Can't afford anything from them using roses. None of that's super useful right now. I can't afford anything over there. So I go. I think I literally can't afford anything with the amount of roses I have. I figure I use a Sriracha soaker just so I can water my crops. I don't know, I was debating on not getting the range upgrade or that bee so hard for no reason. I don't know why. And then I'm only able to gamble 3 times with 1800 and all I get is 3 pickaxes. Why is gambling so crap? It's ridiculous. Anyway, here we go. The climax of this crazy run is like not even hard. Corpse is a joke in this update. He's so easy. The skulls are what made him hard, and now there aren't skulls, so he's pretty easy. That heart down. You see an Atomicrops. I'm like really scared here because I didn't expect it to be as easy as it was. So if you can see on the right side of the screen, I'm like shuffling through my scrolls and I missed the one I wanted, so I gotta go back through it. I gotta use that boss rain scroll. Got homing pigeon to me. How awesome is that? Homing pigeon rocks. On my on that daily this fabled daily run I was talking about. I had a boss and Atomicrops scroll, and it got homing pigeon to me twice. It was awesome. In my field, was literally, I think, probably 98% of the entire tillable area. Probably the biggest farm I've ever had. I wish I was recording. That was so stupid. Kind of just waiting for stuff to be done. Where's my other Atomicrops scroll? Oh yeah, like look at, there's like nothing to be scared of really in this fight. It's just a cakewalk. Without the skulls, like there were millions of skulls on this. Look at that achievement just blocking half my damn screen. I can't see shit. I would be pissed if I died to something there. Anyway, there's corpse. I should have read what that said. I have no idea what that says. Like, I didn't even register that happened. Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of celebrating. I'm pretty happy. Shit's dragging out. Let's go. My Xbox is handling this surprisingly well. Considering it frame stutters at random crap, like right there. And then with all these cashews flying all over the place, and it's doing okay. There we go. It's been done. Got a tier 6 cat, which is crazy. Here, just look at the time lapse of my farm. I just thought that could be fun. You can like distinctly see where the scarecrows are. That's pretty cool. And there's my 2 Atomicrops scrolls, and there it's dead. I love that feature. That's a great feature. And now we're gonna go check out my large cat statue and see what's going on with it. But other than that, yeah, that's going to be the end of this. If you watched this long, thanks for sticking around, and I appreciate anyone who watches. Leave a comment on what you want me to do next. I'm probably going to go for high scores.